bitch in the water named Ariel, cutie booty. I'm a fucking, I wanna fuck in your mouth. I wanna fuck on your daughter, your house. I wanna make that bitch with my spouse. She was a second, she opened her mouth. I put bricks on a bitch, 30 Zans off the tits. I put Molly on the bitch. I put Molly on the bitch. Alright. I should turn on my volume. If you didn't know what that song was, it was Xanax by XXXTentacion. I have like 2 people in parties in my friends list, and that's like all. I don't even know who all is online. 23 people out of 300. Wow. Okay, back to the game. Oh, it's about to be 6 a.m. But I mean, the title wouldn't really be that relevant. Oh. I did put Fortnite in the title, right? Yeah. I guess that part's relevant, so somewhat. Alright, really soon, I need to make it to tier, let's see, 3, 4, it's not even 1, is it? Yeah, it doesn't even give you 1 tier. Well, shoot, I don't know. Alright, so 10 tiers from here, I'll be tier 86. What good is that really gonna do me? I have to get 15 tiers still. And then I'll get my sweet, sweet free flow. I said 15, but meant 14. Because I just ranked up and I was taking too much of what I was taking before. I don't know how loud my voice is on the live stream compared to like the actual sound. But like I don't really get viewers, so I don't really have too much point in checking. If you're wondering why I'm up at this time, like it's been a snow day all this week, which is like super rare for my school. Like they'll try to like almost never have you have 1 snow day. Rare enough to have 2 in a row. But then a whole week, like, dang. That's how you know the weather is serious. Like, I opened the door on, like, the first snow day. I opened the door, and then my dog looked like he was outside for a few hours. And he was still inside the house. All I did was open up the door. He had snow all over his face. It was like, dang. But anyways, my sleep schedule, I just fucked it up like yesterday. Or something like that. Yeah, cause yesterday, like my friends were like on Black Ops or something. And I didn't really want to do Black Ops. I don't remember. No. They got on Fortnite and I think didn't invite me or something. So then I just ended up like going to sleep. It was either something like that or like my internet went out. And then today at like 7, my internet went out and they said it wouldn't be back on until about 10. It's 6 a.m. right now. So I fell asleep and I woke back up at about 1. Oh yeah, I forgot to say before, when I fell asleep with like my friends in the party and stuff, I fell asleep at like 10 and woke back up at like 4. No, I went to sleep at 1 and I woke up at 4. So it's 3 hours of sleep. And then I stayed up for until hold on, let me think. I stayed up until 7 p.m. today. And oh shoot. Alright, so pretty much I stayed up until 7 p.m. today. And then woke up at about, I'd say 1. Yeah, 1. You're a one-shot fool. So yeah, on the first day I already had like a little bit of Not bloodshot. Actually, it's probably bloodshot too, but like a little bit of red next to my pupil, iris. I don't know. I would show a picture, but one, I don't have necessary editing things. Two, I'd be too lazy. Three, I'm probably not that good at editing. And four, I ain't doing a face reveal yet. That's like if I make it to a good amount of subscribers. It's a pretty big if. Like, no one watches my content now, why would they later? You know? I mean, actually, there would be a lot of reasons that someone would watch later instead of now, but shut up. Shoot. I know I'm gonna get shot. You don't have to remind me of the war. This war never ends. Alright, so like what if I shoot like that and that? Wait. What will? That's a pretty interesting thought. Oh shoot. Save me. Oh shoot, what? I was trying to spam L2 and R2, but the game reacted too slow. It happens a lot to me. Oh yeah, and I woke up because, I don't remember why I woke up last time, but today I had like 2 nightmares in a row. I didn't even wake up for the first one, I don't think. I think I just moved on to the next one. It was either that or I had 1 nightmare today. I don't know. My nightmares aren't that bad because I'm not like super afraid. I mean, I'm paranoid, but paranoia is a fear. I'm pretty sure. Shut up. I mean, there's still fear for sure, but I'm not like super freaking paranoid. I just like look at my door every 5. If I'm playing Fortnite and live streaming stuff, it's probably gonna be like every 5 minutes I look at my door. But when I'm talking about it, it's probably gonna be like every 10 seconds. Not exaggerating. If I watch a YouTube video, I try to glance there like every 30 seconds. Hey, what's that? 40 HP. A zone. We could land like literally anywhere. As long as the place has a person. I miss that old like place of junk or whatever that was there. Not junk junction, no. That was a terrible way to describe it. Like, it was like a little broken down mini village. Like, around here. You know what I'm talking about, I think. If you've played Fortnite, like, I think it was like when Junk Junction first came out that it was there. We're doing this. Okay. My whole child is done now. I mean, I still got a water bottle though. Oh yeah, and then when I woke up from the nightmare, I don't know why this happens, but usually once I wake up, I get a phone call about 10 seconds after. Like, I'll check my missed calls, and there's no phone call while I'm asleep. So I definitely wake up before the phone call. But like, why is it always like right before the phone call that I wake up? Anyways, the phone call was like my mom telling me that there was some good old food that she made. She made like some rice, beans, pasta, like that shit was good. I'm still eating some right now. I do not like that skin. Let's switch to something I'm more accustomed to. Welcome to the candy shop, where you can join the candy shop. I don't like how this has like green fire though. Off the reactive. I mean, like, you can't. So, what if this were reactive? Like, it got more powerful every time that you got a kill. Like, at first it would just be like, I guess like a dormant pink, like a darker shade of pink, I guess, to show that it's inactive. And then like once you get a kill or something, then it turns like this color pink. And then when you get like 4 kills or something, I don't know, then it has like the lightning, and the lightning gets more powerful for every kill after that. Except for like limits at like 7, 10. I don't know. If this were in red though, I'm just saying. Hey, it's the regular normie pickaxe. I mean, I've been thinking about this, like, I realized, like, in Season 1 that it says hoe on it. So, why is it a pickaxe? And why did it take me so long to realize that it was a hoe? Like, it took me, like, almost a whole season. Well, it would have been a whole season, but, like, there weren't seasons, so, you know. Oops, wrong thing. Here's number 5. Oh, I see the battle star. That was so hard to find. It took me like a few hours to find that battle star. I kind of want to get the zany, but like I bought the accolades, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend 500 V-Bucks on anything. And then this comes up. I don't know why, but there's this one Burger King commercial. Whenever I thought about it, I would think about the zany emote with it. And that shitty ass flex tape and the rift meme, or the crack in the sky from Season 5. Since Season 5, the seasons feel like they're going by faster. I guess Season 5 was just like, you know, like how they say, like, what was it saying? Time flies when you're having. Yeah, that was pretty much why Season 5 felt so long. And Paradise was cool and all at first, but like, usually when there's a new place in the map, it gets boring after a little bit. Like Dusty, that place is completely dead. Almost no one really goes there. I'd say the more popular places are like Salty, Retail, Tilted, and pleasant is kind of. I mean, these other places, they're just like kind of. These places no one really ever goes to. Motel, nothing's really happened there. I mean, like with the motel, like they brought in like the whole enforcers thing where it's like, well, the enforcers are gonna like, I don't know, I guess, save time or whatever. That bitch blasted me away. Are you gonna leave Jeremy here to die? Can't believe you. After I'm talking about how Dusty is like so unpopular and stuff, you run off to Dusty. I can't believe you would do this to me. I have a shotgun. I want to use it on you. So please don't go off and get too many weapons. Cause that wouldn't be too pleasant now, would it? Clutch. Oh my. Yeah, I'm dying here. Oh, dang it. Oh. I was kind of hoping someone would walk into it. Oh well. Guess you can't really win it to keep flooding in. Fortnite just kind of got boring. Like the game isn't really all that anymore. They did too much to it. They altered like the perfect state that it was in. I'd say season 1 was like the most perfect one. But like now, the game, like Epic Games and the people who play have altered it. Because the people who play it have had a little bit of say in this. And just what they did. Because doing stuff like spamming the SMGs, or like constantly double pumping. Since double pump existed, they had to like find a way to fix it. But I mean, Epic Games just kind of half-assed it, and they could have maybe found a better thing to do. At least like made shotgun delay less, cause like shotgun delay is way too much. And like before that, if you would go like, well, should I take a tactical shotgun or a pump shotgun? Man, I miss when they were called semi-auto shotguns. Then people would go like, oh, why don't you just take both? They're both really good, and they can both be used in different situations, or maybe even the same situation. Like now, it's only different situations, because like, if you use both the shotguns in the same situation, then we're like, there's gonna be shotgun delay and you ain't gonna make it in time. So like shotgun delay is kind of like, at least that's what I call it. I don't know what's really called. The little circle that shows up that times how long it takes when you switch between shotguns. I'm going to lose this fight, or I'm going to lose this fight, so why am I going in? It's a question that even I should ask. Like, this is the only weapon I have. It's like, this is one of the worst fights that I could ever jump into. They ran out of ammo. Oh, never mind. Guess they just wanted to be a show off then. What is the same for? Oh yeah. Pretty much continuing on that topic. I mean, like, I don't really see what was that wrong with the regular, what is it called? Tactical SMGs. I don't even remember what the actual SMGs looked like. But I can't remember if tactical SMGs or actual SMGs were better. Like the original game, there wasn't that much that they really had to fix. Like, it would have been good as like the full game if it was like that for like quite a while. But I mean, like, obviously not everyone can be satisfied with it, because some people wouldn't like that simplicity, but it just seems so much better to me. I don't know, this is just my opinion. I feel like lots of opinions differ from mine, but I'm just saying, like, I think it would have been better like that. Like the prison, that was a really good location. That used to be like one of my favorite locations, but I mean, like, now they took out the prison, which I'd say was a pretty popular location. So they took out the prison to add in Paradise Palms, but like, now nobody goes to Paradise Palms. And Moisty Mire, that place, once they brought in the season 4 stuff there, that place was like stacked with people. I mean, usually people who were in Moisty either went there because that was like the most dead place on the map, even more dead than like Junk Junction, or they went there because they just came for the prison. Or I mean, could just be like they were AFK or something. But yeah, and there weren't all these locations before, like Tilted Towers, or like the Risky Reels, which is now the block. There wasn't that. There was just, I can't remember if Toronto Town was like, I don't remember if they had a name for it in the original. Salty Springs didn't have a name originally, that's something I remember. There wasn't any Shifty Shaft, no Polar Peak because of course that was greasy. There wasn't any Frosty Flights. There was Flush Factor here. No Lucky Landing, no Haunted, no Junction. There was Anarchy Acres here. That was like the first place I ever landed. It was just like, things were so much more simple. There was like less big places to land, meaning that there was just more places that you could just go out and do like whatever. Because I mean, if there were less locations for people to go to, then I feel like they might go to the locations because I don't know. I just feel like in the early games, or in people's like first times playing, they, well, not first times, but like after a little bit, then they'll go out and explore like parts of the map that like, not like this or that, just parts of the map like this, where it's just grass. I'm not that good at explaining, but I hope that you got some sort of grasp of what I'm trying to say. But like, I just thought that, well, I guess in general what I'm trying to say is this map is way too crowded. And we need like the original map, a second map, even though I don't know how they would do events and stuff. Like, we just need some sort of way to not have this place so crowded. But, well, not we, I need that. Because lots of people would probably say, no, I don't want that. Remember when heavy snipers went around? I remember saying like that this snipers, that the heavy was like, cause people were playing it up like it would go through your walls and like the bullet would be perfectly fine and still be able to hit whatever was behind the wall. Like that's what people were making it sound like. People were making it sound like it was like going to be the like biggest, baddest sniper in the game. Like what I mean by that was like, you shoot through this tree. If there's like no one behind the tree and I shoot through this tree, then it would like shoot through that tree and then shoot through the tree right there and then hit the ground. That's what people are like playing it up to be and stuff. And like less bullet drop. People emphasize less bullet drop because like everyone knows snipers have some sort of bullet drop. Like they were making it sound kind of like the bullet would just like travel almost straight. I mean, I don't know or not, like where it travels almost straight. Yeah, like I don't. I just try to explain things and then I end up picking like the worst words that I can and explaining in the worst ways that I can. It's kind of hot, but it's more like bursts of heat. Like 1 second it'll feel like a little bit hot, and then like I'll feel a little bit hotter, and then it goes back to being like only a little hot. With about 20-second intervals, 10-second, 15. I don't know. It's not doing that anymore. When I talk like with my voice all croaky like this, it's just like, sorry when I do that. It's because like I don't try to speak that loud, and sometimes when I speak a little bit too quiet, then yeah. Or like when I'm mumbling sometimes. Especially when it's something that like you don't have to hear, but it's like something that I just say. That's usually when I mumble. Like when I go, but yeah, that's what I'm usually saying when I'm mumbling after trying to explain something. I don't really understand why I live stream, but I guess that I'm just gonna search my brain for a minute for a reason why, and maybe some correct words to use while trying to explain it. Oh, alright. I guess I will when I die. God. Alright. So, I guess I just want viewers because, like, I guess I have a lot of people in my friends list, and, like, I'm cool with a good amount of people, I guess. But, like, none of them are really people that are, like, people that I'd really hang out with and stuff, or, like, would, I don't know, I guess I'm just, well, not, like, not hang out with, I'd probably hang out with them still, but, like, I guess that a lot of them aren't really like me, and I have friends that differ from me a lot. And I know that's a good thing, but, like, I have very few people who are actually like me, and who think like me, who act like me, you know? And I guess that live streaming will, like, help a few people get to come here and hang out, and if they stay for a while, then that means that maybe they like to be here, or they just left their autoplay on, and I mean, obviously they're not going to be, like, they're not going to act like me just because they're here, but, like, at least they have the dedication to stay or something. I don't know where I'm going with this. I think that, like, the two reasons that I don't live stream usually are because sometimes I just don't want to talk at all. Like, I just want to sit down or, like, watch a good YouTube video or something. Or I just want to, like, go and watch a YouTube video and, like, can't play it on the live stream because, of course, or like listen to music because copyright claims and copyright strikes. And I have a good grasp with how they work, but, like, not good enough to actually go out and settle one or, like, deal with one. I mean, I guess, like, copyright claims, I know a little bit about, like, I mean, I guess that, I mean, I've gotten a few, I think, but they're just, like, they're not really big ones. They're, like, ones where I just, like, click the thing where it's like, do you want to erase this song from your video? Yeah. And then for that section of the video, that part where it's playing the song, it's just mute. I mean, I know that it's not gonna be, like, that good quality, but, like, no one's actually gonna watch that part, and even so, it's not like I was actually saying anything that's important to the video or anything. So yeah. But, like, I guess I know more about copyright strikes even though I've never even gotten one. Cause, like, I've watched a lot of YouTubers. I've been watching YouTube since I was, like, 3. Maybe, like, 2 or something. And I've watched it very frequently since then. And I have learned a lot about things like copyright strikes and monetization and how all that works. Like, I'm getting a little bit off track. Pretty much, I'm just saying I know a lot about copyright striking and how like you lose some features on your channel every time you get a copyright strike. And once you get 3, you're off of YouTube. Like once you get 1 or 2, then you can't live stream on YouTube, I think. Either temporarily or like forever. I don't know. And then like I think that if you get 1 copyright strike, then you can't post for a little bit every time that you get one. I'm not so sure about that. I don't know. I'm just trying to like understand a little bit. Cause like I've seen a lot of videos of YouTubers saying like, yeah, someone false claimed us or false struck us, and we're now going to court or something, not court, like, and now I have a lot of problems. Didn't the adpocalypse happen like 2016? And I'm pretty sure that like the adpocalypse wasn't just like an over dramatic name for it, because now it's actually changed YouTube, hasn't it? I don't know. Don't like quote me on all this stuff I'm saying, because I am not sure about this. I'm not someone who you should get information from. But like, didn't everyone blame it on like PewDiePie? And hasn't it changed YouTube like permanently, or at least until currently? Hasn't it changed YouTube? Oops. Like ads are no. It's I think it was like family friendly content now. Like you can't really swear on YouTube anymore. I think that's what it was. Like if you swear, then your video won't get monetized or something. And for whoever doesn't know what monetization is, you probably haven't been hanging out on YouTube then. Monetization is like, it's when you get ads on videos, pretty much. And then for how, I think it's like the longer someone watches the ads, is the more money that you get paid by the ad people. Or probably, no, I think you just get paid from YouTube. And like, there's like mid-rolls, and I don't know what the other ones are called. I just know mid-rolls are like the video ads that pop up in like the middle of the video, or like wherever in the video, just like not before or after, like during it. But the other ones, they probably have the suffix. I'm guessing that the word was suffix. The suffix roll, and then some word that means like beginning or end. Like pre-roll or something. Like, if YouTubers get unmonetized, something that they do when they like really need some money is they take up sponsors, and pretty much it's just like, let's say it's an ad for like freaking Dynamite. Then they'll be like, okay, so I got a sponsor from this Dynamite company, and this Dynamite company, pretty much they sell really good dynamite. It works very well and it's very explosive. Oh, how did he get in here? And it's like really good dynamite. And sometimes they'll be like, so go get the dynamite so that I can get my money. Cause pretty much like, just because they get demonetized doesn't mean that they can't get sponsored. So then like, I don't know exactly how they pay you with sponsors. Like, I don't know if it's like some money per person, probably. I don't know. It could be like they just pay you ahead of time, or not ahead of time, but like they see They probably like preview the video before anyone else, like send it on Google Drive or something. I don't know, but like maybe some people do that, maybe some people don't. I'm not sure how it works. I need to stop saying I'm not sure how it works. I just want to clarify again. Please do not get your information from me. Do not quote me on this, because I have no idea how. But maybe like they pay ahead of time, like they see the video get uploaded with the sponsor and they're like, oh, here's a justified amount of money there. Or maybe it's like how many sales they get from that link that you sent, or like how many use the code. Like some people are like, enter code Spyro so that you can go off and get a 30% discount on your dynamite. And maybe they just like pay whatever freaking amount they pay per person who uses that code. I don't know. Alright, I need another topic to start talking about. I like talking about things even though I'm really bad at explaining. Oh, here's something. Am I the only person who sometimes confuses pain with coldness? Like, or sometimes hotness. Like, let me explain a little bit. I won't get to everything immediately, but you'll know when my subject is done, because I will probably say like that's all I have to say, or like move on to the next subject. But like, let's say if there's like a really hot shower, like the hottest setting that you can put on the shower, like not like by changing this freaking water heat or whatever, like inside the pipe. I was just talking about like turning off the cold and turning on the hot all the way, just by like little whatever you have. You know what I mean. I'm not talking about like going in it and making it dangerous levels. I'm just talking about like just normally changing it to all the way hot. Sometimes like for the first half second it feels like cold to me, and then it turns hot like really fast though. I think that's just me. And then sometimes like very rarely though, I'll confuse coldness with pain, even though it doesn't hurt. Like a few days ago, I had this, like when my mom or something came into the car from outside, because it's like there was snow outside, it's like winter. There was like a little piece of snow that was flinged on my leg, and I thought that I was feeling like, hold on, I have to sneeze. Sorry. Alright, back to what I was saying. Like there was this little small tiny piece of snow, I guess you could say, like not super small, like not snowflake small, but like it wasn't that big either. Like when people do that little like okay hand with their hand, like a little bit bigger than that, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I want to get a good amount, so like no, that's way too big. Like 2 centimeters big. Let's just say it was a 2 centimeter square. Alright, so this exact 2 centimeter square of snow got on my leg. And I was like, am I feeling like mild pain, or is that just like cold? So I looked at it and, well, I didn't even think of the cold. I was just like, what is this mild pain I am feeling? And I looked and I was like, oh, that's not mild pain. It's just snow. Cause I mean, it didn't like hurt, but you know what I mean. Don't make me explain it too much, please. I'm not good at this. So the Deer Burger has frozen beef now. Alright, where's the person who died? Are they up here? Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. When was the last time you said aren't? It feels like a fake word now. Maybe it is a fake word and I'm just being dumb right now. As if I'm not always. I should be checking my Chromebook, because, like, if you don't know, Chromebook is like a little type of computer. I should be checking my Chromebook right now, because I have Google Hangouts on there, which is like a messaging app. I should be checking to see if my girlfriend is awake yet or not. But, like, it's a Fortnite match, it's a little bit important. My girlfriend though, she's just amazing. She's just like, she's so funny, and obviously her brain works more fast than mine, like way faster, because I guess you could say a slow thinker. Pretty much, I'm a fucking idiot. And she's also cute and stuff, and she's just so perfect. I can't wait for, like, I know damn well that she will break up with me, cause like I'm not gonna break up with her, and I'm guessing that it's gonna be like 1 or 2 years, maybe less, before she does. 2 years at most. So I'm just gonna like enjoy my time while it lasts. But I mean, like, if it were up to me, I wouldn't break up with her, because I mean, she's just like so nice and shit, and she's just perfect. That's what I want. I want to go like this, so that's exactly why, so that it wouldn't get shot, and he would only shoot he or she would only shoot the plane. Apparently I have like a really bad sense of smell, because like, I guess I was born with, or maybe not born with, probably born with, like, something, I don't know, probably a bigger nose. I don't see it as that big. It looks normal compared to everyone else's. But I mean, like, I don't know, I just know that, I just definitively know that, like, when I was a baby, the doctors were like, oh, we're gonna have to break his nose if you want it to be normal. And then my mom was like, how about we don't? So, I just have like a really bad sense of smell. And that's all I have for this little mini story time of my nose. Here's something else. When I was little, I guess like ages, let's say 1 to 5, 4. Yeah, let's say 1 to 4. I used to like always get, hold on. I'm a little bit tired, but I refuse to go to sleep because that nightmare. Because of that nightmare, I will either stay up, like, no. My controller. Okay. Well, my controller's dying. I'm not ending the live stream, of course, I can't do that. But, like, There's no replays. Shoot, I don't know what to do, okay? I guess I can just like go in playground for now and just chill in there. But like pretty much, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I was little, I used to, oh my god. Alright, as I was saying for like the third time, when I was little, I used to always get hurt, and like apparently one time I like fell, and you know that metal part of the bar, you know that metal piece of the bed, like the little bed frame that's kind of close to the bottom, I think. Yeah, well apparently I like slipped and I hit that on my head, so like I guess you could say gashed my head open. I don't know if that's the right term. I'm not good at terms for like injuries, so I'm just gonna say that I gashed my head open and I had to get like stitches for it or something. Remember, I don't think I'm using the right term. And then like once I got out the hospital or something, I don't think you get out the hospital, I don't know, or like, you know what I mean, I don't think you stay at the hospital for that. I don't know, man. But pretty much once I got back home, like within a week, within a week and a half, I slipped and I hit the part that was like right above or right below, don't remember which one. Let's say right above right above the stitches, like about, let's say 4 centimeters above it. And then I had to get stitches for that one too. That's my little story. I don't really have that much stuff to talk about, because like I'm not a very interesting person. How long has this live stream gone on for? I don't know. I think I might end it because like I don't want to make it too long, because like usually when I make live streams they get really bad after like an hour, because like I'm not interesting and I can't do that for that long. We have about like 8 minutes left, so let's make the most of it. I don't know what we're gonna do in those 8 minutes, but we'll do something. Eight minutes is like a PewDiePie video minus 2. I'm not gonna go to sleep for now, because I'm too haunted. Oh, I just realized I'm at Haunted Hills. XD funny coincidence. There I go again with my mumbling, groaning sound voice thing. Not groaning, croaky. I'm a can. Everybody use code Adamaru in the item shop. It's not my code, because of course I don't have one, but like still. Adamaru's PlayStation grenade. It's a pretty good YouTuber. He has a few videos on like Fortnite tips and tricks. Like I think like 2 or something, maybe more, on the cinematic events of Fortnite, like the missile launch and like the cube and stuff, and explaining them as well. And he just sounds like super happy in all his content, and I just like his videos and stuff. That was like today that it was over here. I think it was like today that it was like that much. It's moving so slow. I thought that it would have taken a day for it to clear up. I mean, season 5, the way I depict it is like a super bad season, but I mean, season 5 was maybe one of the seasons I had the most fun, because it was in summer and I got a lot of time to play with like my online friends and stuff. And like Playground, there wasn't any creative. Fortnite was still a game that was still ongoing and everybody was very active in it. And it was just fun because like I got to play with my friends and they were active a lot on Fortnite. Because like it was like one of the only games. And like the whole thing with like the servers crashing and stuff, it was different. Cause it would like make your PlayStation internet really bad, but it also made it like more funny and more fun and stuff. I mean, season 5 might have been like a disaster, but it was maybe one of the most fun seasons that was out there. But I mean, season 4 is something that's like you could enjoy even if you were like very lonely, like how I am. Season 4 was a season that was very fun because you could like see Dusty Divot. You could go to Dusty Divot and there were the Hop Rocks, and there was like a very changing map. We could change super frequently, and the mansions that appeared, like the hero base and the villain base, and like you know, and the bouncers that came out, and like that's when Fortnite was like near its peak. I'd say season 5 was its peak, and then when it had to show off what it had done, it just kind of like showed a disaster, but a fun disaster. And I think that made like the more serious people who take Fortnite too seriously leave. Or like, oh, they'll be like, this is like way too laggy or whatever the problem was. I think that the problem was like it would take out like your whole internet. I don't remember what the problem was with the whole thing in season 5. But there was like some problem regarding like, it would say internet issues or like something with PlayStation. I think it made like just PlayStation super laggy, like you couldn't go into your messages from it or something. It's like you would lag so hard that the messages wouldn't load or something, and then like you get stuck in there. I don't know, it was something. But like season 5 was definitely fun. I remember that we got a win in like our first day, I think. Yeah. We got a win in our first day. It was somewhere around here that we did it, I think. We were all like using the drift skin. Everybody was like striving to upgrade their drift skins. It was like a weekend and Doggy already had like the second to last tier of drift. I was like still on my 3rd tier. I think it only has like 5 tiers. So I was on like my 3rd to last. And then Noe, I think that he started like a little bit late, not that late. No. He started like too late for season 4, I think. Yeah. He started too late for season 4. And he got the battle pass on like the first day of season 5. Cause like he had just gotten his PlayStation back or something. So we were just like chilling in there. and like I think he used the drift like a lot. Yeah, he used to use the drift a lot, even after this game became irrelevant. And season 5 was just like, it was just fun. Like, we did whole go-kart stuff. We went over and we got our driver's license over here and stuff in Fortnite. There was just like so much random stuff that we did that was fun. But like, now there's stuff like Fortnite, no one really plays it because everyone else got like super bored of it. And like, there's things like school that keeps some people at different, it's just the people in different time zones, they'll be awake at different times. So like, if there's someone like over in Washington or something, which I do have a friend that we don't really talk that much anymore, who's over in Washington, then they'll be like 3 hours from where I am, because I'm over in Michigan. So there's a 3-hour difference. So imagine a school day. They get on at 6 p.m. for me, and I'll get off usually at about 9. So I'll have like 3 hours. And I'm just saying, for me, ever since I've been like playing with boss and stuff, I used to think that like playing for 3 hours was a lot. But then like within like my first few weeks of playing with boss, we played like 7 hours. And I was like, whoa, this is insane. But like, we were having too much fun. Like, on Minecraft we had this survival world where it was like, we had diamonds and they had built like a bat cave somewhere, and it was like a whole thing. I built a secret base, but that was like before I got super into redstone. And like, soon we started making creative worlds, and boss would always make a city world, but then she'd leave it after about like 4 or 5 months. And we had like, I think there was like 4 different, yeah, there's 4 city worlds, 4 main ones that I remember. I've been playing with like that friend group for like 2 years. Since 2016. And I remember I used to like despise NSH efforts, because like the friend group consisted of 5 people including me. So it was me, boss, this one kid, Jossie's kids, and there was Minnie and NSH. So like, NSH, I hated him. I can't remember why. I think it was like he hit me and then I hit him back, and then we like, no, because it was turned off. We couldn't kill each other. They turned off player versus player, so like we couldn't hit each other in the Minecraft world. I think he like took something from me or something, and I got really mad at him. Or maybe it was because I used to accidentally pronounce his name wrong. I used to say NHS instead of NSH on accident. And then maybe he just got like mad from that. And then I just remember distinctly, one time I broke, because you know like once you go into the nether, you have to like, you spawn outside the portal. No, you spawn in the portal and you can't really see that much. And so when you step out, you don't know if you're stepping onto nothing. Well, pretty much I destroyed the netherrack all around the portal. And I told boss to send NSH to the nether, because like boss was like the leader of the world and stuff. And I think he was wearing like his iron armor and a diamond sword. and he fell into the lava and died. But like, we were, like, a while after that, I don't remember what it was, but we became pretty good friends. And then, it was like Minnie and NSH had a huge argument because of this one girl, Virgo, that we used to play with. NSH, or Minnie was like saying that NSH liked her. And NSH was like, no, I don't, stop saying that. But Minnie kept saying it over and over. So then I think like NSH roasted him or something. And NSH was a griefer in Minecraft back then. So, he didn't like grief Minnie's world or anything, because we were always on Boss's world, and when we play Minecraft, we still always go on Boss's world. But like, Minnie, got mad at NSH for roasting him, and so Minnie decided to report him. Apparently, a lot of people had already reported NSH because he's a griefer, and so his old account got banned from PS4 or something. Like, he could not log into it the next day. So then he had like another account, and then he added a whole bunch of people to a group or something, and he was like, yo, Minnie's a bitch. And then they were like, whoa, what happened, and then this one dude, his username was like awesome senpul. I think it was like awesome senpai was taken or something, so he put awesome senpul. I don't know. Like, he gave NSH like 3 months of PS Plus or something. It was like 1 or 3. Pretty much he gave NSH like some PS Plus, and that was pretty nice of him. But anyways, Josty's kids, he was just kind of there. Minnie and Boss, they were like, I'd say that they were like best friends back then. And I'd say we were all about like the same age demographic. Like, Minnie was a little bit younger. Josty's kids, I don't remember how old he was. Boss is like the same age as me, and then NSH was like a year older. And like, I don't remember where I was going with this. Oh yeah, so Josty's kids was just kind of there. NSH, he was invested in that drama a little bit. I think he was more like the funny person. I don't know. I'd say I was like the replacement for this one kid that came before me. And Minnie and Boss, like, after that argument with NSH, I think Boss like sided with NSH, and then like, I mean, they still got back together as friends. Freaking, I had to say friends with both of them, and like, oh, that friend group was like, they would just constantly bitch about each other. But like, yeah, they started arguing and shit after that. I don't remember why. I don't know. They're not arguing. They didn't play with each other that much anymore. And after that, they resolved it. And then after that, I don't remember why I got mad at Boss and didn't talk to her for like a long time, like not that long, like a month or 2 or something. And then we became friends again, but like apparently while I was gone, Minnie and NSH and Josty's kids, he just stopped getting online after a while. I don't remember what happened to him. He was offline for like almost 7 months before returning onto PS4, and we didn't really talk to him. But like, pretty much all the other boys were just like gone. But like, we had Noe at that point. I think Noe like started playing on PS4 after that, so we at least had Noe to start that new friend group, I guess. And then General got in there too. Like, Boss, she only gets on like 2 times a week now. The controller. And what was I gonna say before? Crap, I don't remember. I'm trying to think about what... Oh yeah, my predecessor. So the guy who I was a replacement for, pretty much. I'm just gonna let my controller charge. Okay, so hold on, sorry, I was holding back a burp. So pretty much before, remember how I was talking about the kid that came before me? It's pretty much, I think it was like NSH's best friend or something. It was a kid named, I think it was Shadow Kid GB. And apparently I joined this friend group like right after he left, I think. I think it was like him and NSH, or like him and Boss or something, had a fight. I'm not sure about that, don't quote me on that. And he just kind of like got off PS4 and disappeared. And like, I don't think he ever came back, obviously, because I still haven't met him. He's kind of like a myth. Yeah. And, oh yeah, before I came on to PS4, well, actually, let's talk about, yeah, before I came on to PS4, let's talk about that, when I was on PS3. On PS3, I had, there was this one friend from school. He was a nerd, though. I stopped being friends with him. He was, like, nerdy, and he griefed my world, and he was just, like, yeah, not that nice. So I just went off, and I think I met my other friends, I met one of them from GTA, because there weren't any communities, and I didn't play Minecraft online. The only game that I really played online was GTA, because I had like Minecraft, Real Steel, mostly offline games, and then there was Minecraft and GTA, but Minecraft Battle wasn't out yet, so pretty much the only game where I could actually play with people was GTA, and I'd had a good amount of friends on there. And like, there was this one kid that I met on there named Alan Catherine 1, I think his name was, and I started playing with him a little bit. And then soon he introduced his friend Deadpool Gamer 14. And Deadpool Gamer, he was like a dude from, I think, the UK, and he was pretty nice. And then after a while, I'd realized from freaking Deadpool Gamer's nicest and stuff, wow, Alan Catherine, he's actually kind of a jerk. And Deadpool Gamer, he's like really nice. So then I just started like hanging out with Deadpool Gamer and not Alan Catherine. And yeah. I mean, Alan Catherine, he was just kind of like a dude who came on there like once every 2 weeks. Well, like he played with us once every 2 weeks, like not like came online. He was like almost always online. I think that he still gets online like all the time. I'm gonna check the last time that he was online, because he also has a PS4. I think he switched to PS4 as well. Of course, he's at like the top of my friends list because the name starts with A. Last online 10 hours ago. So he still plays a lot. So pretty much, then I just remember like we were talking, we would like make worlds and stuff and talk about stuff like, there was this one show on Cartoon Network, Lego Ninjago, and over in the UK, I think that they like got the trailers or like the actual show earlier than us. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool, dude. And yeah, we were just talking about like stuff like that. And I remember on PS3, they like, I didn't use a mic back then that much. That's just like something random. I like had just gotten a mic, and I used it with that one kid I was talking about before, the kid that I said was like a nerd and stuff. I played with him like once, cause in PS3, there were like, I'd say 2 ways of communication. You could do game chat, which like we only did in Minecraft, or you could well, there were like 3 actually, or you could make one of those messaging groups, cause messaging groups and messages were different. Messages, it would be like you have to go through like a long process to get to it, and you couldn't do it fast enough. Messaging groups, if you were super fast, you could go over to them, and it would just be like you and them, and you could type whatever. You could see who's in the messaging group. I guess kind of like a PS4 messaging group, but like it looked so different. Like it was completely different mechanics from PS4. And there was a third way of communicating where you couldn't play a game during it, but it would be like, I guess you could say like Skype. I don't really know what Skype is like. Isn't that the one with the face cams? But like pretty much Deadpool gamer had a face cam, so I got to see his face, but I didn't have one, of course. I don't think they were that expensive. They might have been though. So like I got to talk to him on there. I think we use game chat a lot, like on Minecraft. So I got to talk to him, and I got to like, he showed me around his room or something. It was random. Thinking about it now, I never really got to know his age. I think he was like 12 and I was like 9. No, I'd say he was about like 11. Yeah. Wait, no, I was like 8. Let's say I was 8 and he was like 11. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting like a little random details around. And then one day he was like, we were making like a paintball world or something. And then he was like, you know, I've been on eBay and I found this one Xbox One and it was like really cheap. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And it was just like something random. And he was talking about this one Xbox One. And then I remember that it was like, my controller, I'd say my controller's charged a little bit for now. And then, I remember when I got a PS4 that I had, went on PS4 for a little bit. But, like, I kind of stuck to local. And I invited, like, Alan Catherine to the party because, like, I think he had a PS4 for a while. Cause, I mean, PS4s, they were, because I got mine, like, a year after it came out, I think. So I was a little bit late to PS4. And I still had to learn all about PS4s. So, I invited him to a party. I didn't know about, like, PS Plus and stuff, so he kind of told me about, like, PS Plus. He taught me about share play, and he share played Minecraft. I mean, I guess that was kind of nice of him. So, like, yeah, I was on PS4, and I was, like, going on PS3 a little bit less. But, I mean, like, the PS4 was in my brother's room because we shared the PS4. And then I started going on PS3 less and less and less. And then I returned to PS3 one day, and then I realized, Deadpool Gamer isn't on this time. Guess I'll check next time. And almost every time he wouldn't be on. And I remembered how he was talking about his Xbox, the Xbox One he saw on eBay. So I realized he must have purchased it, and I'm pretty sure he did. Last time I talked to him was like through messages, like not too long ago. He was like, "Are you there? Hello, hello." But like, remember he was in the UK, so like I was in school that day. That was like, I'd say about a year ago. Like, so I mean I was like a year into PS4. So yeah. And then there's also like on, I'd say like about 5 months into PS4, I only met like a few people, but like my PS3 friends list was still pretty big. I'd say like 100 people. It's not that big, but like, it was big for me. Don't take that out of context, please. Just don't take those few words out of context. Pretty much, as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah. So I remember I was like on frickin', I'd say Black Ops campaign, and my brother was like, "Oh, mom says you can't be talking to strangers anymore." And I was like, "But like I haven't given out any of my information or anything." He was like, "Yeah, but mom doesn't trust you like that on that stuff." So then what I ended up doing was like I deleted like everyone from my friends list I didn't know, except for my OG PS4 people like Alan Catherine and Deadpool Gamer. So it was just like 5 people in my friends list, and I was like, well, this is fucking bullshit. And so my mom wanted me to like stop talking to strangers altogether, I think. But like what I did was I took that a little bit too literally, At first it was just me being a smartass, but then I forgot that I was being a smartass and I was just doing that like for real because I thought that's what it was. So I was like, so I stopped talking, but like I still messaged. Like in Minecraft, it's good that that was a popular game because like I had to like, let's see. All right, so you see, or if you look at the screen right now, like the live stream, you're gonna see the screen go like blue with that little camera symbol. I'm going to go into one of the groups that's like only me, and I'm going to type a message so that you can get a grasp of how long it took for me to type it. Yeah, it would take like that long every time that we played Minecraft. And I messaged a lot. Well, probably not that long, but like, cause I got like super fast at it. Like, that long would probably like give me enough to write some long sentences. And then soon enough, cause I still have my PS3 mic. If I was gonna use a mic, it would either be my PS3 mic or like some random one. So, I'd say like about, a year ago. Actually, no, let's not skip to that part. Let's go back to the part where I wasn't talking. So, I got bored and I opened like, I used to go on the Minecraft communities and like, on the Minecraft communities, I would just like, start up a survival world and then just like do survival with people. Like, I wouldn't care if it was like a 20-year-old or something, it wouldn't really matter. I just like played Minecraft with whoever it was. It could have been like really lonely or like really bored, like whatever. I just played Minecraft with people and had fun stuff. And like I just did random stuff, and one day I was like, you know what, I kind of want to build a castle in the survival world. So I tried to do that, and it was like 3 people, I'd say. And one of them was someone named Boss Player. You see where I'm going with this? It's Boss. And then like after that, I think like the world, we still had the world, but Boss just like was like, you want to play some freaking Minecraft? And I was like, sure. And then she like invited me to a world, and that was the world where like we had all the diamonds in the back cave and stuff that I was talking about earlier. Oh yeah, and also from that world, I switched my skin to my new main skin in Minecraft, the Ninja. I'm just bringing up like so random stuff. Cause I used to use like the cave spider and tuxedo, but now I use the Ninja. Cause like I wanted to hide and I wanted to scare Boss or something. So yeah, that's like a little mini story of me coming on the PS4. And one of Boss's friends, Sean, like Boss would just like, her friends would just randomly join the party or something. Or no, it would be like, her Minecraft server was always open to the public, so like, there would always be like random people joining from our friends list, but we were almost always cool with them, cause they were like nice and stuff. So, yeah. So one day there was this one kid named Sean that joined, and he was pretty cool. He stopped going on PS4 after a while, and I didn't notice, because I don't notice things that much. Well, let me check what time it is. 7:22. And pretty much, Sean, he just disappeared, and I completely did not notice. But he came back, don't worry. Now his username is like Pro Gamer Man or something, though. And it's like Pro Gamer Man 545 or something. And he was a pretty nice person. And I don't know where I'm going with this description of him. Alright, let's just get to this part of the story already. So one day, Sean invited me to a world. It was like really random. Cause like if it wasn't Boss's world, it was a world that was like not super serious survival. Ugh, I almost just burped into it. So like it would be like a 1 day thing. Like we would just go on there like one time and then leave it. So like we just did this like super random survival, but like he had already evolved in it, and he like made a little hillside house. It didn't look that nice, but like it wasn't like cobblestone or like anything like that. I think it was just like wood with cobblestone stairs, even though I just said it was cobblestone. But like it was still pretty good. And I just remember I was running around the stairs on the hillside, and there was this one kid named George that joined. And George, we didn't really know him that much back then. Like he was still like super polite and stuff. And if you knew George, you'd know that is not his personality. But like George, his name is spelled Jorge, but they said George. I don't know why. But they were right because his name actually is George. So like I don't know. Maybe he like told them that it's pronounced George, not Jorge. But like his name is spelled George with a G instead of spelled like Jorge is. So pretty much after we started playing with him for a while, he had this one big old creative world. It was freaking cool. Even now, I'd say it was freaking cool. And there was just like so much random stuff in there. Like he had Pokemon. I built this one tree house in the woods. I think Boss built it like a mega tree house in the jungle. And like there were just like houses and people's freaking houses with like little secret gaming rooms or whatever and stuff. And I remember I built like freaking some Undertale thing. I think it was like Gaster or something, because like Sean or Minnie built one and I just did it to one up them, and one up them I did. It was like Sam's or something. It was like, because like Undertale was still fairly new. And after we started playing with George for a while, we noticed that like he like watches, like puberty really kicked in, because like before he was pretty polite, but like he just turned into like I guess you could say not really creepy Uncle Lester kind of thing, but like it was like he would say shit like I want to fuck Boss in the ass or something like that. He didn't really mean it, because like he just has a little bit weird jokes. Shit, maybe he did mean it, I don't know. But like he would just say like random ass funny shit. He got grounded for watching hentai, and he's just like funny. But pretty much that's what he's like now. Like hentai watcher, fucking makes sex jokes a lot. Pretty much that's George now, compared to before when he used to be like super polite and like a suburbs kid. There was something else I was gonna say, but I don't remember what it was. Oh well. I'm just gonna move on to more stories about how I met people. Minnie I met when like NSH and Joss's kids and well, yeah, just well, NSH, Joss's kids were in Boss's world. That one world I was describing with. Let's just call it the Diamond Jets, because I remember they made a freaking diamond out of like wool or something, because like it was a fortress, like what I had freaking tried to make before. Like you could compare it to Tilted Towers if there was a huge wall around it, and like no mob could get in. Like we usually had it on peaceful, and when we took it off peaceful, it would be like freaking mobs everywhere. And like there's this one big old diamond that boss had made on the wall, and she called it like the Diamond Jets team or something. So we're just gonna call it the Diamond Jets. Oh yeah, and by the way, everyone thought that boss was a boy when they first met her, cause like she kind of sounds like one. But then when you're around long enough, then you'll realize that she doesn't really sound like one. I think I found out from like Minnie referring to her as like with feminine pronouns, and I was like, what? I was like, is boss a girl or something? And he was like, yeah. And I was just kind of like, whoa. Alright, so you know I met them now. General, I know him from school. Noe, I know him from school. Chillin', I know him from school. Let's see who's in my friends list that I haven't done yet. Kai, he's one of Boss's friends from school. He just joined the party one day, and we just kind of hang out from now and then. Oh, Doggy. Yeah. Doggy, also known as Lil U-Dog. I was the one who started calling him Doggy. I just called him Doggy one day randomly, and we just kind of stuck with it. So, I met Doggy from Hunger Games originally. And then one day, I was playing with Boss, and then Doggy was like, yo, you wanna play some Minecraft? And I was like, sure. So then, I invited him to like our survival world, I think. It was our survival world creative, I don't remember. It was something random. And then from there, the boss just like invited him to the main survival world. They became friends and stuff, and like, I think that he's the reason that we made the Bat Cave. I'm pretty sure. And Doggy, he was just like, he was pretty nice. He was a cool dude. Doggy was like 2 years younger than us though. I think Minnie was yeah. I think it was like Doggy and Minnie are both like 2 years younger. But like they still have like the same mindset as us. Or at least I'd say Doggy does. And Minnie, not really. I mean, Doggy, he was always pretty cool. So yeah. But like Doggy lately, he's just kind of like drifted away. And he hasn't really been on with us. And then there's... who else was it I need? Oh yeah, Super. Super, he was just like... he would just kind of show up every now and then. Like... I guess you could say kind of like Excalibur and Soul Eater. Like they're in 4 episodes. But like, nah, not really like that. But like Super, he would show up like, let's say once every 3 months. Because like we didn't really play with him that much. Like, I remember one time NSH and I were playing not Infinite Warfare. Advanced Warfare, yeah. Because it was before BO3 came out, I think. So we were playing Advanced Warfare, and we were like doing a 1v1 or something, and Super joined. He was like, yo, can I join y'all? We were like, sure. And we played with Super a little bit, and the next time I remember playing with Super, this was like when Fortnite was still pretty new. I'd say this was about in season 1. I remember it was over at the Ranger Tower in Lonely Lodge right there. You know what you want to talk about? The huge tower, the iconic tower. I remember it was around there, and I was trolling Super because I was throwing grenades because there was friendly fire on that back then. So I just kept throwing grenades at Super, and I remember I was like, because he was like, bro, your aim is so trash or something. So then I was like, all right, this one is gonna hit you, because like, no, he didn't say like my aim was trash or something. He was like, dude, stop it. And I was like, alright, I'll actually just hit you then. Because, like, I, like, threw, like, one before. So then I threw another one. And that one, like, sniped him. Like, he was, like, all the way over here. And that's a pretty far distance. Cause like, what's something that compares to that? Let's say like that. So that's like me being right over here and then throwing it and it hits him. And I just remember he got mad at me for that. And I don't know why, but like whenever someone holds a grudge against me, I used to hold a grudge against them. I don't know. Even though it was my fault, I would be mad at them. I was a very confusing person. So then like I would always be like, when Super was around, he would be like mad at me for that, I guess. And then I would be like slightly, but not really mad. Just like acting mad against him. But not really super mad though. It wasn't like we were like yelling at each other or like trolling each other or something. I mean, we would do like little trolls, like when someone is down and then like I invented this one thing called crib trolling, where like when someone's down, right? Someone's down, you build around them like that, and then you put down these really tiny walls, and then if you want, you can like throw badges on the ground and be like, yo, pick it up, dude, come on, just heal yourself. And then I would pick him up when he's at like 1 HP, like about to die. But like, it would be like only when he killed himself from like fall damage or something. Like, I wasn't that evil. I didn't go too far with it though. And it was just like random stuff like that. And then Super just started being around more. And I guess it just kind of started playing with him more. And yeah, that's pretty much just the story of Super. Who haven't I explained yet? I have a friends list for like the people, like it's named Classic. It's for the like original people. Like in there it's Boss, Minnie, George, Jossie, NSH, and Doggy. And then I have a friends list for like the people who I actually play with still. No, he hasn't been on since October started, because I remember on Halloween he hit the mark for the last online over a month ago. In general, last online 4 hours ago. Oh yeah, when I got online, when I woke up from my nightmare, when I got online, it said general was last on like 14 minutes ago. And I was kind of like, dang it. Cause like I was downstairs for like half an hour to get the food. Not half an hour, I'd say more like 16 minutes. So if I had gotten online, I could have like probably gotten on with the general and then he wouldn't have gotten off. So it was just kind of like great. Now I'm gonna be lonely. Like I'm not really that lonely, cause I get to talk to you. Don't even say that. Like how do I know you're here? Cause like, I mean, I'm not talking, I am talking to myself kind of, but like when I talk to myself like on live, it could be on live streams or whatever, but like I used to talk to myself, like not back and forth conversation. When I used to do that, it used to be for the purpose of someone hearing, because like if I'm talking to myself and someone knows that I'm talking to myself, then I wasn't really talking to myself though. Like, I would do it just for whoever's listening, whoever's, like, eavesdropping, I guess. Like, I would be, like, saying a whole bunch of stuff. It wouldn't be like, so what's your favorite color? Yeah, it's mine too. It would have to be, like, full statements, because I wouldn't be, like, talking back and forth. It would be a one-sided thing. Like, kind of like I'm doing right now. So... And then if someone was like, well, why are you talking to yourself? Then, like, I would just go, which I'd never had to. I would just go, well, I'm not talking to myself. You heard me, so I was talking to you. Because I just would talk for, like, whoever's listening. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But, like... I thank you for coming this far, and if you came this far, just comment something, like literally anything, I don't care what you comment. You know what? But if you do want to comment something specific, then comment. What am I gonna remember? Comment Pacific Ocean, because I almost said Pacific instead of specific. So just comment Pacific Ocean. Yeah, I made it that far. You know, wait. Let me just put it in quotes so that I don't have to keep repeating myself. Say quote unquote Pacific Ocean. Yes, I made it that far. And I don't think I'm gonna be ending the live stream yet though. Like, I think maybe I found out why I want live stream viewers, so that I can say all this stuff to someone. Maybe it's just like my way to talk about things, because I don't really, when I have a conversation with someone, I'm not really the one doing the talking. It's usually them doing all, like, the talking. I mean, if it's on PlayStation, then I'm probably just gonna be saying things related to the game. Like, oh, you know, they took out heavy shotguns from normal Fortnite. But, like, if we're having a conversation where it's not about, like, video games, like an actual conversation, then, like, I'm probably not going to talk that much. Because, like, when I have my brother come in my room and talk about stuff, it's just him talking. Like, I talk nearly not at all, because he talks so much. I'm not saying that's a bad thing though. I'm just saying, like, I don't really have a chance to speak in there. And I guess, like, this is my way of getting that chance to speak, I guess. That's the closest explanation why that I could come up with. And I just wish that someone would come here. I mean, obviously you did, but, like, I wonder what year you came here in. Like, you're obviously not here at the time of this recording. This is a recording of the past. This was recorded what time? It's 7:40 a.m. right now. I think it's the 1st of February now. I'm not sure. My phone's dead, so I gotta check my Chromebook. Oh shit, I forgot to check my Chrome. Alright, I can't go off track. I have to do what I was saying now. No, it's January 31st. January 31st, 2019 at 7:41 a.m. And I know that the time that you could be viewing this at, it could be like 3 p.m. in March 2025. This video, I mean, but, like, I don't know if in that year it's gonna be super different, cause, like, right now in 2019, like, I was watching JonTron and there was this video from about 4 years ago, and I thought, wow, this video is gonna be, like, super old. No, it was from 5 years ago. I was like, wow, this video is going to be super old. It's gonna be, like, in 480p at best. It's gonna not look that good. But, like, the video it looked very much like what we have today. And, like, I mean, the only difference was, like, they didn't talk about video games. They talked about, like, they didn't talk about things going on around the world. Like, I guess JonTron, it might just be JonTron who doesn't do that, but, like, he talked about, like, he was relevant to the topic that he was supposed to be talking about and stuff. And it was just, like, it was more of, like, a change in the people instead of a change in technology, which I did not see coming. I guess that's kind of random. But, like, a video from 6 years ago, it's like 2013, I think. It still looks a lot like something from today, which is very odd. I think it's very odd. Because, like, 2012 stuff is like, I think 2012 to 2013, for me it feels like there was a change in there, but I don't know what. I just feel like there was some sort of a drastic change in there. It just feels like such a big leap, and I have no idea why. Alright, well, anyway, whatever time you're viewing it at, I don't care what time you're viewing it at. I mean, actually, I kind of do. I kind of want to know what time you're viewing it out. But, like, just comment something down below. I mean, giving the video a like, that's cool and all, but, like, I don't know why. I like comments a lot. Like, I like the comment with the like. Cause like, it lets me know that you're actually there and you didn't just like pity me and give a like. Like, it shows that you actually like took your time to come and comment. Maybe like you took some time to watch the video. Like, it would be really nice if you could comment. And I guess that's all I have to say about that. Remember that live stream that I did in about like 2017? No, it's 28. It might be 2017. I remember in Tilted when I got that win. I remember with General. We stayed in Tilted the entire match, and it took 7 hours. It took 7 hours to get that win, because I really wanted to win. It was summer, and I was like, you know, we should do a challenge. We should try to get a win. And then we got like the most climatic win. In the beginning of the match, I had already almost died, because I fell off the clock tower after I got the weapon. I was at like 1 HP. And I was running around Tilted with 1 HP. It's just like so many random things. I don't know. There's just like different vibes that I like to feel sometimes. Like sometimes I like to feel like, wholesome or like happy, or like I like to feel nostalgic, or just talk about things, or just like talk about the future. Cause like sometimes I just like to switch it up from my usual. Cause like usually I'm like a very dark or whatever, depressing looking person or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what people think of me. And yeah. I remember when like pumps, or not pumps, when tacticals used to be called semi-autos, and there were also purple ones. That was fun. I also used to have a channel before this one that was called like, instead of Sprout 21212, I named it like Spy Bro or something. It was really bad. But like, it would have been nice to have that channel, because like I did like a few live streams, like season I call it season -1 sometimes, season 0, season -1, whatever you want to call it. Like when there was no seasons, I had like a lot of live streams from like original Fortnite, and I would love, I mean, like, you might like to watch those, you might not, but like I would love to have seen those, cause like there would be like Boss and Doggy in them, cause like Doggy was like the original one. Like in order, it went Doggy started playing, he told me about it, and then Doggy and I told Boss about Fortnite, and we all started playing with it like within the first week. And then like at the end of the first week, we all had like a win. And that was fun. But like original Fortnite, it's fun to see gameplay. Like when you see gameplay, you don't see people playing with their friends on it. Like it just seems kind of lonely, and like there's not usually commentary. It's just like just gameplay. But like my live streams, they used to have like, it would be like gameplay, and it would be like multiple friends. We would all be like talking. They would live stream us while we're in the party, and it was just like fun to do. And I feel like it would be fun for me to watch. I don't know about you, but I would love to have watched it. And like, I don't know. And like Boss and Doggy, they're both pretty fun people. Like, I like to hang out with them the most. They're like some of my favorite friends. Oh, George just got on. Yeah, George too. George is pretty great. But like, Boss doesn't like to hang out with George that much, I don't think. Cause like, you know, George was kind of saying, like, one time at Joy's party and he was making a clapping noise and he was like, I'm fucking bossing the ass right now. For like, kind of obvious reasons why Boss doesn't like to hang out with George though. But like, yeah, they're all pretty fun people. And they're like some of my favorite friends to hang out with. And like, Boss and Doggy, when they're together, it's like even more fun when they're both on the same party. Like, it would be like, I don't know, update application to use network features. Oh no. Oh man. Does that mean that I have to end the live stream now? I might start up another one today though, so don't worry too much. I might start up one like right after this. There might be a part 2. It's just gonna be like a little intermission or something. I'm gonna use the bathroom too. Yeah, I guess I'll start up another live stream. Maybe we'll get George up in here. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Alright, well, I'll be back, so be sure to tune into part 2. It's gonna be the video right after this one, if you're watching ahead in the future. So, make sure you have that one, like, if you're watching on your PS5 or PS4, PS6, on PS4 at least, if you're casting it from your phone, you can add to queue add that one to the queue right now, and or just like put that one to play right now, because everything from here on is just me rambling, like not saying anything about like anything important. I'm just gonna be talking about my intermission right now. So pretty much, I'm just gonna go use the bathroom, come back, I'm gonna update my Fortnite, and that's about all. I'm gonna charge my controller a little bit, and yeah. Alright, I'll be back. Be sure to tune to the next one. Comment and like the video if you want. If you like the video, like the video. If you didn't like it, then dislike the video. And comment what I could improve on. Comment something nice if you like the video, or something mean, whatever. Just like comment something, please. I'm lonely. Okay. Alright. So, whoever made it this far, thank you. And I'll be back.